What's up, guys? It's Doug from Saturday Morning Cartoons. We're back with doing things a little bit different. It's time to fan cast some DCU villains. If you don't know, now you know. I'm Doug McDoubles from Saturday Morning Cartoons, the co-host of the podcast Saturday Morning Cartoons, next to my best friend in the entire world, Ray McFlurry II. And today, I alone am going to speculate wildly and fan cast the DCU villains. I'm telling you right now, it's easily going to be better than that. You know what I mean? I even fan casted that everyone but that, stayed. Saves money and time, and you already know they can do the role, James. Now, if we're going to start with anything, we have to start with some of the Holy Trinity villains. Okay? Number 1, Mr. Freeze. The last time we saw him was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and today I think it's time that we talk about it. We need a real bald man, all right? And I think there's only one person that can hold it down the correct way and truly make us feel the loss for his wife. And all he wants is just to help his wife. I think Mr. Freeze needs to be played by the family man himself. And this is not a joke. I mean this, guys. Mr. Vin Diesel. He's bald, he has talent, he's angry, and he loves family. Need I say more? Colin Farrell, you stay. That's it. Colin Farrell gets to stay. That's about it. When it comes down to one of the greatest lawyers in the DC universe, whether he passes ultimately in the Dark Knight franchise really soon or stays forever in the DC universe, I think Two-Face needs to be addressed. I think it needs to happen. And I think there's no one else to play him as maniacally. If this is going to be the ultimate fan cast, and James Gunn's already doing that with Corn Sweat and Rachel Brosnahan, you know what I mean, Mr. Terrific, you know what I mean, like Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion, you know what I mean, like you got Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. You understand what that means? Like, we already have a Sinestro, so I think it's only right that Two-Face is played by none other than Matthew McConaughey. I think a long-haired, slick-back version of Two-Face is what we need. He's already played a lawyer in dozens of movies. I think he has the thriller aspect. He played the devil in Dark Towers, a Stephen King franchise with Idris Elba. I think he has that sinister power to him. I think Matthew McConaughey would be an absolute perfect Two-Face. James Gunn already did it. James Gunn said, hey, man, you did a good job. You made $1 billion with that franchise, but, like, you want to come be the villain you were supposed to play? Jason Momoa is Lobo. You know what I mean? He's already going to be in the Supergirl. It's just that simple. Lobo is Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is Lobo. That's simple. Now, if we're going to talk about villains, we're going to talk about real villains. And although he was menacing and to this day, top tier, one of the biggest cartoon villains of all time, Slade, a.k.a. DEATHSTROKE, a villain to Batman not only, but to the Titans. I think it's time that we talk about Slade, a.k.a. DEATHSTROKE, and I think there's truly only one man. I understand Joe DiMaggio or whatever his name is. I know he did a great job in the Snyderverse, but, like, I couldn't believe it, I think Stephen Lang only. He was the villain of the Avatar franchise. He was also in the, I think it's called, like, Be Quiet, or something like that, or Don't Knock, or whatever, where he's the blind man in that Thriller movie. That man is absolutely petrifying. I think he's the only person that could really do Slade Wilson personally, in my opinion. Hey, man, if we got Jason Momoa as Lobo, it's that simple, dude. Batista as Bane. It's just like Batista as Bane. That's it. For other female roles, truly some of the titular villains in the Batman universe is Poison Ivy. And I think there's 2 actresses that can absolutely kill this role, and that is Teen Wolf alum Holland Roden, who played Lydia, or the Queen's Gambit, Anna Taylor-Joy. She was amazing as Magic in the New Mutants. She was great as Furiosa, the Queen's Gambit. She's been great in everything she's done. I think her as Poison Ivy would be incredible, and she's already pulled it off as a redhead. Need I say more? You know what I mean? I know you're not gonna like it. I get it. But just listen. If you go to the Arkham games and you look at what Catwoman looks like, Daisy Ridley with the pixie cut would slay in all leather. And you fucking know I'm right, dude. Like, She's gorgeous. And with the little pixie, oh, bro, she'd be amazing. I think she'd be a perfect Catwoman. And if obviously we can't get Daisy Ridley for the real fan cast, for all you fucking creeps out there, we can just let Ana de Armas be Catwoman, if that'll please you fucking weirdos. We're getting into the final 3 villains. And I want to talk about the Riddler. I think it's time. I think the Riddler needs to be talked about, and I think Eddie Redmayne would absolutely crush this role. He was great as Newt Scamander in the Fantastic Beasts series for Harry Potter, and I think him as the Riddler would be fucking awesome, dude. Truly. And don't get me wrong, Paul Dano and Jim Carrey, they were great Riddlers in their own ways, but like, if we're going to get a long-lasting one, I think Eddie Redmayne could be perfect for making cameos and appearances, whether he's in jail or fighting Titans or Batman. I think anything like that could work with Eddie Redmayne as the Riddler, wholeheartedly. Now, we talked about him last time, but we talked about Lucas Till or Dylan O'Brien being the Flash. So what makes sense other than having a reverse Flash? There's 3 ways this could go, okay? I personally believe Joel McHale would absolutely kill this menacing-ass role as a, essentially, serial killer who's a speedster. I also think Michael C. Hall, a.k.a. Dexter Morgan, would be a terrifying reverse Flash. Just wholeheartedly. Or if you want to give this man another bajillion dollars to put on spandex and be a fucking super villain, you give Anthony Starr Homelander just the yellow suit as the reverse Flash and just murking people, dude. As a speedster, that's crazy. Really, any 3 of these men could be a great reverse Flash, wholeheartedly. There was a lot of choices that came down to it on who should play this character. And the bend to his Jerry, you know what I mean? Like, who's gonna be the true villain to Batman? Who's gonna play this incredible role of a lifetime that's gonna make or break your career for when it comes to you being as a villain? Who's gonna play the Joker? I really think there's only one man in this world at the moment that can do it. And I think it's time we stop kidding ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I really think it's time that we give Bill Skarsgård his chance to be the Joker. A true Joker. The one that beats Jason Todd. The one that hates Harley but still loves her at the same time. The one that can't kill Batman because he's nothing without bats. We need that psychotic nut. And I really think that Bill Skarsgård is bar none the Joker for the DCU. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. That has been Doug for his brand new fan casting for the DCU. See you guys.